Sup, boys? Welcome back to JOMO podcast. Today I'm joined with my boys,
Yeah,
Mavros, from
Yata.
yeah,
from
let's go.
school. Can I speak, people?
Yeah. We're just hyping the intro, man.
Okay, thank
Go
you.
on.
Today we're gonna talk dominantly about our school, our alma
Used to be
mater,
cool.
not our uni, not anything. It's basically our school. Because there has been some shit that's going on. So most likely, if you're hearing this, you're from that institution.
Hello.
I am not sorry for anything this stated, or this is our opinion. It might be wrong.
If you feel offended, that's fine.
If you feel offended, that's
If you
fine.
offended, yeah,
If
be
you're
offended.
if you're like a staff
what
and
we
you're
want.
offended, well, you cannot touch me anyway. I'm all the way in the
Well, this
Netherlands.
podcast is meant to be
Just fucking
offensive.
quit then.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just jump into it. Um,
Let's.
can everyone introduce themselves, starting from Kenji?
Well, okay, I'm Kenji. Well, I was used to be called Kenji back in high school, but ever since high school is over, I'm Kenneth actually now. So you better call me Kenneth now.
Canixter.
No, I don't want to call you Kenneth. What the fuck?
No way.
No, I
No
will,
Please,
way.
boss.
I will,
Please.
I will still call you Kenny.
Okay, just Ken. Okay, just Ken.
No, I don't.
Canixter.
DJ.
We're gonna I'm gonna call you a rice
Okay.
munching motherfucker if you ask me to
KGZ.
call you Kenneth.
I'm gonna call you KGZ.
Alright, that's
Uh,
enough. Vic,
Okay, yeah.
introduce yourself.
Me?
I
Okay, my name is Fikri. You can call me Fikri. I have no other nicknames like Kenji. And
It's my name.
what do you? It's a nickname.
It's a nickname.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's it, right?
and then we have the two usuals, Alif and Eran. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Ran.
I mean, I was the usual, but I got busy.
You didn't get busy, you got stupid. You broke your laptop, but you didn't actually broke it.
No, I got busy. I have stuff to do.
I also had stuff to do. Well, everyone had
being
stuff to do
busy.
for 2 months anyway.
We all.
We all.
Wait, I think we should say like how long have we been in Madania?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
One by one.
One.
From
Yeah.
from Kenji.
From
Oh
Kenji.
my, you have to. You have to push that Kenji thing. Okay. I've been in Madania since the beginning, 12 years. Well, it's not the beginning, but beginning of elementary, I guess.
elementary.
Yeah.
Yeah, since elementary. 12 years. First, those of Vic.
I've been in America for 11 years. I had to study for some weird ass school for the first grade, and I came in the second grade.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Mm.
I am the old school boys. I also went there for 12 years. Had the chance to move, but choose not to. Alif?
3 years. Spent 3 years in that institution.
From when? High school?
From first grade of high school
Yeah.
until I graduate.
Eran?
For me, I went to Madania for 6 years. Went there since middle school.
Alright, so basically we can say the first three that stated how long, so me, Kenji, and Fikri, are the big boys. Eran is like the middle child, and Alif is like the new boy. He didn't know the good times.
I
Oh,
still
no,
got
the
to
bad
I
times.
get to experience
What was
some.
the good times?
Oh, well, elementary school was quite fun.
Well, I mean, before the administration started putting, the stupid rules.
Yeah, elementary.
Oh, like what, Ran?
Elementary was the shit, bro.
What stupid rules?
Okay, everything seems cool in elementary.
No, it was actually cool. Like, it doesn't
Because it's
seem like it
easier.
is actually cool.
I
So-
feel like middle school was better than elementary. I didn't know
I heard you
jack
have.
shit.
I heard you have like a horseback riding club when you were in
What?
elementary.
what?
No, we don't. We
That's
don't
true.
have that.
What?
Oh no, we don't have that.
Yeah, we don't have
You
that.
sure?
He's
Yeah.
just too gullible. Somebody must have said that
Yeah.
shit, and you just
Yeah.
believe it.
I just believe
Yeah.
it.
I don't know.
We never.
I'm
We
not
don't
the old
have that.
boys. I'm not
Yeah,
one of the old boys.
but there's no horse anywhere, right? Live in.
I mean, we have clubs that doesn't exist anymore, right? Like right now, but we don't have horse riding shit.
There has
But
never
does
been a horse
but does
riding.
MSPA still exist though? The soccer,
Oh yeah,
parents.
of course.
Ah.
That's like the main sport in the school. I mean, the whole country basically.
And baseball was also one of the
Oh,
big
yeah.
big things. So boys and Alif,
Alif is not a boy.
he's a B-Tech boy.
He's a baby, basically.
Yeah. How is it though? 12 years, 6 years, 3 years. How is it?
12 years.
Anyone could start.
English skills improved for better,
Of course.
for best, yeah, for sure. So if you talk to other students, and if you're from Madania, you should be on par if it's English capabilities, especially if you're in state universities or you're talking to other local students. I don't know that. Well, does your English skill fare up in overseas? Overseas.
We pair up
Yeah.
nicely.
Yeah.
No, but
Madania-
if you think about when you talk about English though, there are those people, I'm not gonna say names, that has spent 12 years, 6 years, even 3 years, who has a really poor skill in English still.
Really?
I mean, they just can't be helped. It's like,
Yeah, they just
no matter
can't be
how
helped.
good you teach
They're
them.
not interested in learning
Madania?
or speaking English.
Yeah, from our year.
But how?
Yeah.
I mean, you're exposed to
Who
it
is
every
it?
day. Your
What do you mean?
books, your
What do you mean how? We all know who
Yeah.
are they.
We know who it is.
yeah, but yeah,
I don't
but
know.
I know.
I don't know
but
if you're
you have
talking
to
the
be you
same.
have to be denying every information that's coming in, gitu. Like
Who is it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're talking with the on the same.
I think
person
we
I'm
all
talking
are.
about.
We're talking about the one that went to the UK and then left, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
What? Who's?
What? Who?
But you don't
Who
know.
went to the UK and left?
What?
Well, it's not UK actually. It's the wait. Is it actually the UK or the institution from UK?
Let's not go
I
that
think it-
far. Let's just say the two boys that went to
Oh yeah.
Binus. Like we can say the university name. I mean, they know who they are.
Yeah,
we
I
know
know.
who went to which university, but who cares? We're here to offend people.
One dude his name starts with an H. One dude has the name of an abbreviation of his name. Remember?
Age. Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Those two boys. I mean,
The tall guy.
There are lots of like bad people.
But age is not that bad.
Yeah, they're not that bad. I mean,
Yeah,
they're a
they're
lot.
not that bad.
No, age. I'm speaking for age. I don't know about the other one. I
Yeah.
haven't spoken
I mean,
English.
like they can, but not as fluent as
They're
us.
not worse than Ed.
You know who's bad at English? Actually, it's I from social studies.
Who?
Anyway, wait, Ran. Have you spoke to them? Like, you know how?
I think we're getting off topic.
I went on
I mean,
vacation with H in Paris.
And how is it?
I mean, when I speak to them, I don't speak in English with them, of course, so I don't know.
Yeah, there was
How
that
about you, Bia?
there was that stigma anyway, right? When you speak English day to day as a main language, people call you nerd.
Oh yeah.
They do?
I don't know about that.
I don't feel that way.
Yeah, don't people call you smart if you speak English? every
Yeah,
day?
or that,
Like, if you're-
but that's like
Well,
passive
well,
aggressive.
well,
speak English and be fluent about.
Yeah,
But
it's like,
I hardly care if these.
yeah, exactly. Like I didn't care, but it was quite passive aggressive.
Good at it. Like it's one thing if you're actually good at it. It's another thing if you're just like using it to look cool, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. I sometimes think subconsciously in English, so it's better to spit
I mean,
spit
there
it
are a lot
out
of
in English.
terms better in English than in
Yeah.
Indonesian.
I speak
Sometimes.
English all the
like,
time.
Well, for me, for like games, TV, and everything, like everything I do is in English. So it's like, and my family speaks in English, so it's like, it's more of my own native language than Indonesian, you know?
Yeah. Same. Well, not with my parents. My parents can speak English for shit. But
Well, I didn't speak English at home or anywhere else, but 12 years in Madania has given me enough.
yeah,
You know,
anything
room
else?
to.
Anything else but language?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, studies was easy. I mean, compared to the people I met.
Well, yeah, we
when
didn't
I
do like
asked them.
hardcore GCSEs.
Man, I did Jack, and then I went to ITB. It's like,
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
did Jack
yeah, I
and
mean,
I'm here.
compared to other schools, the lessons in Madani is actually easy.
It's
Really
actually
easy.
quite chill.
it's very easy. Like
Yeah.
when I'm comparing it to like apa,
Public schools.
public schools,
Yeah.
Yeah, public schools and other international schools.
Um. Also,
One
like,
thing I wanna
well, everyone was freaking out about it when the passing rate was 76, but we have so many opportunities to actually fix our grade and actually get that 76. So people
Yeah, I mean,
was quite nice.
if you can't pass in Madania, it means that you probably did something wrong, morally. Yeah.
if you didn't pass, that means you put in zero effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or-
even if you put zero effort, you still might pass.
Yeah, the teacher will force you to pass. They need you to pass.
To keep their job. No, actually, no.
Unless if you're doing
It's more
something
about like
that's
evaluation, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Unless if you're doing something that is naughty or bad, but that's
Naughty.
like your action, yeah.
Naughty. He's
Naughty.
better than naughty. You don't use naughty for that kind of
Well,
description.
misbehave. Let's just
Yeah,
say.
misbehave.
If you
It's not that
misbehave,
proper
you
word.
probably got fucked.
Yeah, but misbehave, like there's a certain point where you could break the misbehave limit in Madania. But if you just misbehave little by little, I even think they will still help you actually with grades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you fucked up real bad, then there's that's where they draw the line.
I mean,
So,
everyone has their own lines of like how much misbehaving will be tolerated.
I mean, there aren't there what do you call it? Specific lines. I mean, what you should not do in the school. I mean, that's the line.
Drugs.
Yeah, something like that.
Don't
drugs and
smoke
all.
in school
Don't smoke.
property.
The obvious.
Yeah.
But someone did, though he's not here.
Don't bail out on class.
Oh, we did it
Not
all
true.
the time.
Yeah.
I mean, bailing out.
I even did it sometimes
I did
when
it
I felt
often.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean not too often.
Hey,
Yeah,
have you
not
ever done it?
I mean, as long as you understand the
lessons.
class.
I have walked out of class and be allowed to do so. I'm a boss. You remember
Well,
that shit?
also depend on the teacher.
I mean,
I did
it
as
happens a lot
well.
of time, you know. It happens a lot, so
It's
yeah.
like it's not special. It's just if
Yeah, so-
teachers see you as responsible enough, they'll be like, nah, I don't care. This kid's nice.
Yeah, so in Madini, everything is so easy. Whether it's the morality of the teachers and the lessons, like it's all easy. Just chill.
Yeah. And
Like if you don't do something too overboard, nothing will happen to you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I kind of learned my lesson kind of hard. So we spent those years in school. There are some notable changes, but there are positive ones, shit ton of negative ones. What I want to stress about is, Madin was starting as like an educational institution at start, and their core value was having extracurricular activities, having
that's great.
having the facility to actually help student develop and grow, not to just having good grades, but actually
Academically.
have good morals, like a way of thinking. That was their core value. Knowing from, well, myself, 12 years, also my brother who spent 9 years, 3 years prior than me. He's 3 years older. Also, like from friends who were there, like from the fourth year of it was established. We were doing really good in a sense of teaching everyone, and we got our name out there. Well, not ours anymore, but their name out there. And then somewhere along the line of like 2014, 15, it changed to a company.
Yeah, they dropped the whole core thing, and they prefer educational studies rather than extracurricular, which is what I think makes
0 cents.
but their institution really good, because I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah, exactly. It just made 0 cents to drop something that defines you and then try to be something you're not, just to blend in with the
uh,
system. And
yeah,
also
Yeah,
to
it's
increase
like
profit.
it's like the trend recently.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't know they were thinking.
Not
Yes.
only that, like Madania
Money.
recently has been like going for high profits all the time, and they cut corners everywhere. Like, do you remember Koperasi where if you're in middle school, you used to
yeah.
buy food,
Oh yeah. Oh my god, that's
and
so stupid.
yeah,
They're
and they
cheap.
create
They're really cheap.
the dumbest reason possible to not let us buy in Koperasi.
Uh,
Like,
Oh,
you
so
remember
really?
that they said because the food was unhealthy and stuff. Like,
Oh yeah, but they're
yeah.
still selling it to other
Yeah,
people.
exactly. That was so
Yeah.
weird. It's like, yeah, the food is unhealthy.
So
Why are you
Oh,
selling it to the staff then?
isn't the reason
yeah,
because it's like food for the staff, not for the students?
Well, staff already get free food anyway.
And that's true.
Yeah.
like the supply is like way more
Yeah, we have a shit
yeah,
ton of
than the
supply.
staff gitu.
No,
and
tell me one staff that actually will go there and buy some like Kit Kats and Chachas. No one, but me. I gave
Yeah,
them
they
money,
only
basically.
they're only gonna buy the actual food gitu.
and they used to sell sodas, I think, like Fanta and Sprites, and then they took it off.
I mean, for that I can justify.
Well, okay, for that it's okay, but the food in Kopasi, oh, that's no.
Yeah, it's like,
That's where, oh yeah, and the thing with Breezy and what else?
I mean, Breezy, I don't really care anymore. You
Yeah,
know.
Fuck
And it's
Breeze.
fine. It's like they're trying to get like sponsors. So
Yeah,
yeah,
No, no, no,
yeah,
it's
but
not.
they're not doing it correctly. Like, they only have like two guys who could fill the Breezy up, and like people are lining up so long that they just get lazy to buy food.
Yeah.
So
Seeing it from a business stand, I know why we had to use the Breezy. I think it's part of a deal because
yeah, it makes sense, but
one
the
of our
implementation,
seniors actually got a deal of partnership with the bank to actually incorporate that card. So for those who doesn't know, Breezy is like a contactless payment card that you can use to buy food in the school and everywhere else.
but actually there's a change that I think in high school that we all know. For Alif knows. You remember the
Um,
library that was in like this long in
oh
the
shit,
hall? I
the
think,
old
yeah,
library. Yeah,
the
the
old
old
library. Oh, that place is good. Like, it's comfortable.
the
There are
old
pillows everywhere. Like,
yes,
it's
the old
long.
yeah.
library.
Yeah, you can.
oh
It's
yeah,
very cold.
that was before it was
Yeah,
renovated into
yeah,
the
Yeah, but it's
the old
so first there was this long library, and then there was still the library, the old library, but they cut it short. I think a third of the library is used for religion class. I forgot. You
no,
Yeah.
it's
remember that?
half
yeah
half of
it's
it
used
is
for
the
religion
religion
class.
class and the half of it is Buwati's office.
Yeah, they just cut it. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no reason for it. Like, it's the most comfortable place. And okay, okay, like I'm fine with you taking the library out if you have a good replacement for it or something on par at least. Well, no, you know the
The
new
new library
library
is
is.
way
Oh
too
my god,
expensive to
It's
fucking nature.
too.
it's not a library. It's
All
shit,
glass. What
all
the fuck?
Like
glass.
it's small places where you can there's like seats, I guess, but they're not comfortable to be in, and
Yeah,
people
because
can
people
like
are low.
see you, you know, people
Yeah.
can see you
Yeah,
reading, and it's like
it doesn't have
awkward.
much privacy. I mean,
Yeah, library is supposed to be like a private, quiet place where you can read, but
Comfy, yeah, comfy
it's
place.
literally near like a very crowded
Crowded.
hallway,
Oh yeah,
and people can see everything. It's like
doesn't
no.
make sense.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a library. And you know that one part when a minister came to Madania and the library hasn't been finished yet, so they just rushed out the library so they can showcase it to the minister that was coming to Madania. And after the minister is gone, they continue to renovate. Like it's such a cheap move from Madania, to show off the library. You remember that? I
Why
think it
do
was
you
Madania
need
Day or
library?
something.
Where the
I
minister
mean,
coming to the school? I don't even remember.
Yeah,
that's
yeah, I don't
yeah,
Oh,
remember.
there was a big talk
that's like
show happening.
expected
yeah.
though,
There's
you
a
know.
big talk show in Madania,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all the big guys are coming, and
Oh
uh,
yeah.
yeah, renovation still happens at that time.
Yeah.
If you remember for
Yeah,
library
No,
thing,
I remember now. It's the sellout day.
yeah,
Jesus
sell
can't
Christ.
out.
relate.
Can't
I
relate.
forgot.
Yeah, yeah. New library is shit, and I haven't been to Madania again. But is it still there?
It's still
It
there.
is still there.
Oh my god.
It's
You know
not
what's
going.
better?
It's not
Uh,
going anywhere.
new Madania canteen.
That's
Oh,
shit.
You've
what's
been
that
there?
like?
So sarcastic
Yeah,
better
no,
or like
No, wait,
actually
wait.
better?
the old one was better. I like the old one.
Oh, the
Well,
old one where
where's the new one actually?
The new one is on the further building, the furthest building near the parking lot.
Oh,
the
I know.
biology lab, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the biology lab. Yeah, I mean, where is it used to be? I forgot.
it used to be like
The new
downstairs.
library.
Same
Yeah,
place.
Oh yeah, the library. Yeah,
We used to
it's
climb the wall, the fucking the
yeah
wall
the wall thing,
to go
yeah, with the
home.
holes. Yeah, yeah, it's more comfortable there. So that thing becomes a library, and the biology lab is gets smaller and becomes a
Irrelevant.
canteen. So
Yeah.
yeah, so the old canteen is much cooler because it's more
it's easier
confined.
to access.
It's zero to
Yeah.
access. It's nearby. Meanwhile,
It's
the
huge.
new one, yeah, used to be huge, yeah. But the new one is actually hot because it's more open. And
Yeah, and
yeah,
also like we had same break times with the
Middle school.
middle
yeah,
school.
so crowded.
So
Yeah,
It's so crowded.
like
I thought they
one
were
one
they were
year
talking about the
is
middle school.
yeah, exactly. I thought we were gonna get our own canteen when we were in high school.
Yeah.
But no, we have to share it. It's like what the fuck,
and
bro?
yeah, and the new
More
canteen is so
fucking it's
small,
cramped up.
It's too small.
so people end up packing their food and they eat somewhere else, like the class.
Yeah, and then
Or
we
the
got in
hallway.
trouble because
Yeah,
hey,
in trouble for that.
you should in the canteen, bro. That
maybe
place is small as fuck.
Yeah, maybe the floor.
I mean, I'm not against eating somewhere else than the canteen, but if we're gonna get in trouble for it, then
We can't even go out.
what do you mean go out? The
What do
kiosk?
you mean? Go to Jama.
Yeah.
But there's only Indomie there and soto daging.
No,
Hey,
but
that's
the
better.
Yeah,
the
it's
soto
better.
Yeah,
is way fucking better.
What do you
dude. What do you
mean?
mean?
Yeah,
Who
what
cares?
that's better, far better from any food the school provides.
yeah,
Well,
and expensive too. Expensive.
well,
Yes.
in a
One
sense,
portion is like 15 or 20, I think. I forgot.
15K. We never got
15,
into
like
20K.
yeah, 15.
Yeah,
There's
we
actually
got into
18.
20.
But
Yeah, we got into 20K.
yeah, is it steak or what?
What, the
Yeah,
satay?
something.
Steak and
No,
steak and
satay
potatoes or
satay
satay.
are 10Ks.
Well, the canteen and everything has its own problems.
Plus.
If I'm not mistaken, when I was in elementary in Madania, they used to sell like hot dogs and burgers and like I
Oh
remember
yeah.
yeah, it's actually good.
So
Yeah.
about that, so parents were allowed to sell stuff. You remember like Alia's parents, Alia's
Uh,
mom.
What else?
Maska's mom.
Yeah, Moscow's moms. Like a lot of moms, even my mom got into it for a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit.
I love moms. I love moms. They make good food.
Yeah, like
Yeah, they make good food.
they actually make
Mothers always
really
make
nice
good.
food and just sell it. But then the school administration said it's not allowed anymore, and they want to focus on improving the school food, which is like took like
What? You don't need to improve
Yeah.
something that's bad. What the hell?
That's
what do you mean?
like you don't have to replace something that's broken. I think they are gauging for profit. I mean,
Yeah.
what else?
They
Would you
don't
replace
want
good
that
food?
competition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they are getting too greedy, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we have been
In a
talking
lot,
about
yeah.
all the negative stuff. Is there any positive stuff?
Oh,
Positive, yeah.
Actually very tolerant. Like early on, like they were actually very tolerant as a school.
Right.
The school is like
Oh my
very
God.
Muslim heavy, but not really the case, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I talk about my school, people talk of it to be a very
Is it a Muslim school?
yeah.
No.
That's why.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's
It's
not.
No, it's
Not.
not. It's
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 international.
open to anyone.
It's
Actually.
far from a Muslim school.
Yeah. Other than that, like the people that who know that I'm from Madania, they think of us as fucking rich or something. Especially if they are from Bogor, yeah. Like Madania is one of the most expensive school.
Well,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like in a sense, that's not entirely incorrect. There's some truth in it.
Yeah.
Like if you
Yeah.
can afford to pay like 300, not I'm talking euros, like 3.5 mil for one kid per month
Oh,
as a
it's
tuition
actually
fee.
more now. It's
yeah.
like five.
It's I think it's
More.
6 now. Six
It,
or
it's
Oh, it's 5
increasing.
or 6. Yeah.
In
It-
our
it-
last year
Six.
was 4, right? Though, but
Yeah.
in our last
Speaking
year was
speaking
year,
like
yeah, it
as
Oh,
our
yeah.
experiences, right? If you can pay like 4 million, 3 million, I don't care, per month, then your parents are stacked, you know? So people calling you rich is like sort of, you know, just embrace it. Just be thankful about it.
Yeah, I mean, if you actually, well, I mean, like in Italy, I'm considered rich, even though I'm not, because like it's just way different, gitu.
Yeah, perception.
Yeah, don't even have to go to ITB, man. I'm here. They perceive me as like that stacked kid. I'm just like, okay. I'm not gonna complain and anything, but yeah, it's just a little reminder. Just be thankful that your parents are stacked.
oh, you know what? One of the good things Madani have right now.
What?
They're focused. I mean, yeah, they replace old extracurricular. Like there are a lot of martial arts that are not available anymore in the school. But one of the things that I really like, they started to focus on the sports team like football, basketball, baseball. They start to give much attention to it,
Is
which I
it?
think is
Is this now?
Now? Is it now?
yeah.
Because
Well,
it wasn't the case in our year.
yeah, in our
No,
years,
no, no. I mean, in like the good side now, it's yeah, that I guess that's the only thing I can see.
yeah, yeah. I
For
think
the current
Yeah, well,
the good thing about the school during my experiences was it was so open to like new ideas from students, and the teachers
Yeah,
were really like the old school
teacher were
ones.
great.
The teachers were really open, and you can actually
See,
converse. You know,
Yeah,
there's
there are no
that's the
gaps
thing. That's the
between
thing.
teachers.
For me, like all the good experiences that I got was from the people and not the school itself. You know.
yeah,
Like,
no, yes, yes.
Yeah, the best about Madini is the
Couldn't agree more.
people.
yeah, because I think we are like a community. There is no hierarchy that was that harsh between
Yeah.
teachers and
In
students.
other schools, like even in some international schools, there are still hierarchies, especially in public.
Yeah, the teacher requires like great amount of respect, but in Madania, like the teacher were like, "Hey, we're friends, bro. Take a chill."
Yeah, and not only teachers but also seniors and juniors, like
Shout out,
and
shout out to Bupol.
Shout out to Burina, she's one of the great teachers.
Taupoy.
Yeah, this is how close we were. Also, another yeah, what made it really positive community is because I think not just students but also the staffs and teachers are against this administration entity. You know, we hate the principal, we hate the director, we hate the investors because they just don't make good decisions.
I mean, they don't make like they don't make decisions that are good for us gitu. They make decisions that are good to line up
For
their
them.
pockets with money gitu.
Hmm.
If
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, Madania actually has one of the lowest paying wages to teachers
Oh
for an
yeah.
international school. I
Buwati
think
out.
I forgot who mentioned it. So, Aaron, do you remember the biology teacher who likes to eat chocolate?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
The one that
who
said
is-
that she
yeah,
got
I
paid
forgot.
peanuts, right?
Which what? Oh,
Then Grace.
the big one.
Yeah, the
Butika.
big. Who?
Putih or donut.
No, Butika, I think her name was.
Oh, also another
Ah.
donut.
Actually forgot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ninth grade.
In our year, she was still there, right?
Ninth
Yeah.
grade. Yeah, Butika. Which is actually quite nice,
She
but
never.
quite harsh.
I mean, I think she taught me once, my class once in high school.
I mean, like she's kind of strict, but she's actually like very like fun.
Very chill.
Yeah.
She taught me in my
Yeah.
bridging.
She does
Yeah.
sarcastic jokes.
Really sarcastic joke. Like if you don't have any sarcasm, you basically fucked. You know, you will get offended. That's why you have sense of humor. Remember in high school, suddenly we have this crazy amount of new teachers who are
Mr. Arman Armadi. Yeah.
Yeah, Arman Armadi. I'm from UIN.
no actually in his defense he was one of the better ones.
Yeah, he was one of the better
one of
ones.
the
Yeah,
best
he was
ones.
the
What do you
best.
mean?
Yeah,
He was good, dude.
Like he
he
was
was like
good.
one of the chill, even though he was can be strict at first.
Look,
Later that year, he was like one of the great, you know.
when I first like got this class, I like super hated him because he seemed like
Yeah.
like I don't know, like so condescending. You know, like you have to spell my name exactly like this. He's like, what?
Yeah.
You can't call me Armani because that means some word I forgot. Yeah, suffering.
Yeah.
But then I think he started to adapt to the students.
Yeah,
and he see that.
That's what I'm getting at. He doesn't have the experience. He was looking for the experience, and it's so weird for the school to actually hire people without experience and then put it in a high school environment. Because when you put someone in a high school environment, there will be some drastic changes in studying, in study method, where in high school you need a really stable study method because we have all the exams and we have the entrance exam for uni and everything. So our year was like an experimental year, and it made it kind of annoying that we know we were being experimented, but hey, what can we do?
I mean, I enjoy it. Like all the new teachers, like all the young and new teachers who are inexperienced, I like get along with like most of them.
Aside from Ari,
In a
Also
sense,
because they know that they don't have any ground to stand on for them to get any respect. They know that they have to like actually build some first. So they don't
there's-
act like they're like they don't act high and mighty from the start.
But
Yeah.
things are different with Bu Ajam,
yeah.
Bajang is
Oh my God.
shit. Annoying and
I'm sorry we're mentioning name, but oh my God.
oh my
Go.
god.
Haven't
Oh my god,
God.
she's fucking
She's the worst. Like,
fucking hectic, dude.
I mean, if I get another offer in my life, I'm just like, nope. Just no.
What?
I don't think we have to say much about that. We don't want. I don't know. I think we already will get into a bit of trouble with making this anyway.
what trouble? We're in university.
Yeah, I mean
we
that
are
was also.
independent people who can speak their own opinion. We're not in trouble.
No,
Freak.
this is the sense, right? From
we
from
passed,
what
man.
we already like observe, the administration and the higher ups of the school don't like people that has an opinion, don't like people that can just state what they think about their work. That is why when we saw the changes in the staffs, we see like the good teachers are moved into like a really isolated position, so they cannot speak up, and that's one of the traits from what I've been studying, it's one of the traits of like a weak management. They don't want people to actually criticize them because they know they were shit and they know that if it went on publicly, they will lose their credibility, which they already lack. So I think, yeah, it just makes sense for that move if they want to save their ass. But
No, like for me, like the problem is like their thinking is all very short term. Like trying to make like the trying to pick the easiest choice to get like more money to cut corners, as you said, and then like things like this is like, oh, but they're gonna speak against us. All right, we'll put you in a corner, and like
yeah,
stuff like that. It's like
exactly.
they're all short term decisions that
What did
causes the
that happen?
problems they have now.
It happened.
Like
It
yeah.
happened.
Like the big thing that started like the downfall for me is like when like the good teachers started just leaving for like the first good opportunity they get.
Yeah, like is it Busruni? I think she left for global, or the math teacher.
No, let's just
We were talking about
state the easy. Parifki left.
Oh yeah, Parifki left.
Oh man, that drama was like, see,
I mean, he's
He
doing
was
good.
so
I
mad.
think he's stacked now, probably.
yeah, but like it was like last year, he was like super mad all the time.
Yeah, he was like very, very
Angry.
temperamental. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like super frustrated gitu, and it's like didn't even have the motivation to smile and like crack jokes like he used to.
Yeah.
He used to
Well,
crack jokes all the time,
he
even though
was
he
he
can
was
be
one of the
an
best.
ass sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was very much a fan favorite of the students.
And also,
But I wasn't with him. I was with the other teacher.
Wait, there's another.
we had
teacher?
another physics teacher.
Yeah. There's another.
What? Who?
Panono. That's 9th grade.
Yeah.
Oh, what grade are you talking?
7 and 8.
7.
7 and 8.
7? Oh yeah, Parifki, yeah.
See?
Oh my god, you're a fucking retard.
Went blanked out for a moment.
Like, also, if you remember, for your old school boys, we had another principal. The one that actually cared about us, called Buwari.
The
Oh
Wuri.
yeah, the thin one, I think.
Yeah, the small, short
Yeah.
glasses. She actually
she's
cared
actually
a
really-
lot
yeah.
about the school. Like she actually
No,
made
I
good
think-
decisions.
She's one of the principal that cares about extracurricular and
Yeah, like the true idea of the school in the first place. And then
yeah,
she got fucked and lost the
I
position.
think she spent some time.
Was
still
she
at
the
school.
first ever principal?
I don't.
She's not the. I don't think she's the principal, but she's the a coordinator of elementary school. I think.
No.
Oh, she was the
ac-
principal.
She was actually the principal for
The
everyone.
principal.
Oh yeah, I didn't know.
I don't
I thought she
know
was the-
if she was the first, but definitely one of the best because, the
You've experienced too.
she actually came from an educational background, so that she knows what the fuck she's talking about, and that
Oh, where does she come from?
I don't know, but she has actually a bachelor's in education, so I'm just like, okay, you know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the new principal that we got, Nafis, if you're hearing this,
Nafis.
the thing about him, he lacks the character. He doesn't have a
Charisma.
backbone.
No, he's
Doesn't
not
have
really.
charisma.
Yeah, he's also not really that close to students.
Yeah.
He's a doormat.
Yeah, so he's so detached and he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. And my mom was one of the active members of the PTA that had to talk to him a bunch of time. And what I heard is that he hears you, like whatever you have to say, but he would not do much. And one of the weirdest thing and also one of the most annoying thing is we already established that he is not close to the students and he was detached, and then he just moved his office to the other side of the school that was not close to any building. It was just next
so
to
that's a new one, huh?
so he just chill at the building next to the swimming pool. I'm just like, what the fuck you doing, man?
Basically didn't do anything.
Yeah,
He might as well, like, for the students, he might have well not existed at all.
yeah, because I didn't remember him doing much other than giving boring speeches.
Like when he, like, it was long but without any sort of substance.
Next thing about it is, remember Sigma,
Yeah.
all that drama, all that jazz.
Oh, I don't remember because the last one didn't happen.
Oh,
What
about
last one?
it happened?
It
It
happened.
happened.
Yeah,
right?
but it happened after I left. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, our last one. Yeah,
Yeah, the one with the 12th generation.
yeah,
Ah,
the year below us. Yeah, they were dicks. They had it when we were like in uniums. Like, bro, I'm all the way here. Fuck you.
Isn't
Man,
it? Wait.
that generation gets roasted by ours so much.
They
Isn't that the one in Kemang, Rolling Stone or something?
Yeah.
mhm. Yep.
Oh, it's so shit.
Wait,
But
So
if you compare
so
it with
they
the
delayed
previous
it so
Sigma,
long and then they made it shit. Jesus.
wait.
Like-
They
yeah.
actually managed to held it outside school.
Yeah, that was the. I think that was the last
That's
time
the
they had
last time they held it outside school.
Why
Ah,
did
I mean-
our year had to do it inside school?
because we don't have enough budget. That was the
financial
case.
decision. But it actually works. Like we got lots of profits. I think from heading for placing the venue in our school, and it was a good decision. I mean, a lot of people came. That
Yeah, a
night.
lot of
But
people
then-
also
but
lost
then-
their phones.
And but then
Well,
Madania had the audacity to do like, oh, we should held it every year in our home
Yeah.
ground. Like, do they even know how far the school is?
It's like basically
Our
at the
school is
middle
like
of
in the
nowhere.
middle of nowhere. Yeah. Like the reason we got so much profit is because we were actually like really smart in picking who to hire and stuff. I
Also,
think
we
we
mean-
also
did
did a
like
good job in that.
yeah.
I mean, what happened in the 12th
Yeah,
January.
the year below us, right?
Fake.
Their Sigma is shit. Well, it's shit compared to ours and the previous ones.
Yeah, so it's just shit.
well, define
shit.
shit. Like
Like
elaborate.
it's below expectations. Like the
They-
our the
Are there
yeah,
any
our-
expectations to
average.
begin with?
Well, for their
Yeah,
year,
so
no.
Find their favorite
I mean,
artist.
it's
not for
shit
people,
for me
it's
just
for
based
them.
on the fact that they delayed it so much that I couldn't attend.
Let's stop it
Yeah,
right
then-
there. We don't
yeah,
want
and
to
then
shit on our peers. We want to shit on the school, not the peers. Let's move on to the hardest bit. I think.
Wait, I think like for like good things that is not talked about by us is like the actual opportunities that it provides to go to
The uni, yeah.
outside the country.
Yeah, going
they're
abroad
great.
was quite easy. Look
They
at
have
me.
good relations. Mm.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
really nice relations. But that's it, Not much to say.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like if you're aiming to go outside, I think this is an okay place.
yeah, it's not
It
the
is
best,
the
but
shit.
it's okay.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
one of the best places.
Well,
you
it depends where you wanna go. Like outside, like overseas, there's a lot of places overseas. I mean, there are better
Yeah.
options, but
I mean,
going to Madania is enough. Yeah, if you
I
want
mean,
to.
if you-
they have the relation,
yeah, if you
Yeah.
want to go to like Japan, Netherlands, yeah,
Specifically Apu.
yeah. But if you
Yeah.
want to go to like an Ivy League school, well, it's not the place for you, buddy.
No, yeah, not the place for you. You should just
Okay,
go to
it's
Penabur or
basically-
something.
Is the best.
It's basically hard in the first place unless you're a genius. So it's like,
We had a genius. He failed.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
he failed, but
So-
that's more because on like his level, it's not really the school's responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you know?
it's his level that it's just not on par with I guess people in MIT. I guess.
Yeah, Ivy League says Ivy League, bro. But let's move
Yeah.
on to the layoffs.
Yeah, it's money grab. I mean, you can play new graduates lower wages than older
Yeah.
teachers.
Let's kind of make it coherent. So we heard the news like yesterday, right? Or 2 days
Yeah.
ago.
2 days ago.
There were layoffs that was happening at the school that were questionable because if you see the list,
Out of nowhere.
yeah, it's one for us. It is out of nowhere because we're not attending, so we don't know. But if you see the list, all of them was like old school people.
The senior teachers.
Yeah, like the senior teachers. Which if we look back and think about our experiences with them, it's like, why are they getting laid off? I think they were doing a good job. One of them was Pahadi and Patarno.
Fahadi. Oh yeah, Fahadi.
Like both of them were like the sports teacher. Pahadi was the one who who actually carried the baseball
The
team
baseball team.
Yeah,
on his back
he was, he
for
was
the
really passionate
longest. Yeah,
about baseball.
yeah. It's like he actually cared about the students. He talked to us about not just sports, but also like, give us some genuine advices and just he was just a really great guy. And then another one was where was it? Buesti.
Yeah,
Buesti.
that was my first
Yeah,
Madania teacher.
Buesti was the longest
One of the
occupying
longest.
elementary teacher. Like she was there for a while, and from our experiences, me and Fikri could say like she actually helped a lot. She actually stayed during the hard times. I think there was like a pay cut at some point in time as well, but I'm not sure. So yeah, I don't know if it's justifiable. Just because.
Okay, the reason for my theory about it, the reason is the same as everything else. It's because veteran teachers require much higher pay because their resume gets bigger like the older they teach, and also because they're in the school for a long time, they expect for them to get higher pay compared to like new and upcoming teachers. You can just pay the base salary and they'll be fine with it because they're new and they need to rack up the experience. Like that's my theory. Again,
and then when they get older, they will the Madania also fire them, and then new recruits and repeat.
Yeah, rent and repeat.
Yeah.
It's a weird business plan.
But it
But
was,
like
I guess, it's Madania.
it works with Madania's system because nobody ever fails anyway.
Yeah.
So you don't need the best teachers.
Yeah, in a sense,
Just
yes,
need
but
enough, just enough teachers.
but if you think about it, if you don't have that experienced teachers, only filled with new, inexperienced ones, and then people from the inside actually talk to people from the people from the outside and share like, yeah, the teachers are not that good. That's just a lost opportunity, and it just makes your name even worse than it is now.
Yeah, I mean that's another thing. That's thing I said is like they're making like very short-term decisions, and like they don't make decisions that they don't consider the public perception when they make their decisions. Like it's like
Yeah.
all of their decisions have always had like bad reception and lowers their reputation, but it has never seemed like they cared at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
that is true.
also if the tuition fees are now actually 6 million, bro, who
Might as well
want to
go
go?
to Mentari. Mentari is actually like 6 or 7. It's not that far, and
The
I think Mentari is
Binus can
better.
also be like 6 or 7, and you get better education. Social life questionable, but education it's good.
But yeah, Mentari too. Mentari is like 6 or 7, I think, or 7.
Yeah, it's like
It's not far, yeah.
also that, and it boggles my mind in the sense like you already have the trouble to actually recruit new students. Why do you make it even harder for yourself?
But is it that small, the pool of the current students in Madania?
No, do you remember like even during our last years when you go to the elementary building and then you see the classes, it's just consisting of two class that has 13 students max. Meanwhile, our year has like 5 class with 24 students in each.
Yeah, and like the number of people increasing that's coming in, even in our years, like at the start of high school and at the start of middle school, they're saying that it's like constantly decreasing.
Yeah, our year is the last peak for Madania, I guess. Yeah, afterwards just
No, no,
downhill
no.
from there.
This
Or is
current
it?
this current one, the one that's graduating this year, is the last one that actually has a decent amount of people.
Yeah, I think they're around 80 to
18 per class. That's like the bare minimum for
yeah.
the old school standards. Now, if you have 10, you're already, checking off with all the 6 mil you get.
10 people per class. That's just
I don't know where when was the downhill. The downhill for Madania was starting, but yeah, after our year, like things just getting worse and worse and worse.
The downhill for everything, I think, when they change it to a company and also picked Nafis.
Isn't it our year? Like like I first started hearing about it in like our year, like when we reached like 10th grade. There were people were saying like, our 10th grade like acquisitions of students was like one of the lowest it has been, gitu.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
think a lot of the bad things started with our year. I mean, I'm not saying it's like it's not our fault, but it's like it just happened.
we were the
Coincidence with
unlucky
us,
one.
gitu.
Yeah, and then after our year, they just get lower, lower,
Yeah.
and
No, it
lower.
just got worse.
Now
In a sense,
now it's at the bottom.
yeah, in a sense, like if you raise the tuition fees and then you don't give enough facilities, it's already a big no. And then when you have a principal that is also like our director, that is detached from students and don't know what the fuck that we want, that's another big no.
And then
But
there was a time where the female students were asked for to wear longer skirts like the ones in public school,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, that and there's like a whole new controversy for that.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
it's going.
one of the new ones that I've read, just stumbled upon. They have a free uniform day now.
Yeah.
oh
It's
yeah.
What?
Do they have
Yes.
free uniform?
What the
Yes.
fuck?
for like
And
one
Thursday, I think.
day. I think yeah,
Thursday.
Thursday. You can wear anything you
Well,
want.
well,
What
that's
the
actually a
heck?
good thing. Why not?
that
No, no,
that's
no,
Why
very
not?
common in
no, no.
other
No. Think about
schools.
it.
I'm
Think
surprised
about
it
it.
took them this long to implement it, to be honest.
Think
Yes,
about it.
it's too late. It's too late.
Like that system, for me, it doesn't work because you cannot really put that system of like you can wear anything you want, but the other days you have to wear a uniform together with each other
Yeah, might
because
as well just go every day.
yeah, it's like either you pick one or the other. There's no way you can do this at the same time because in a sense the student will feel like why do we still have to wear a
But
uniform
is it?
Uniforms.
if you
Yeah, but
allow
isn't
us?
but isn't mandatory for Indonesian students to wear uniform, or is it
No,
the
No,
school?
it's not.
no.
It's
It's the
not.
school.
Especially for public school. I mean, especially for like what do you call ours?
Private.
Private schools. They're not. I mean, we can't. It's depending on the school principals itself.
Yeah,
Yeah, whether you wear
because
uniform or not.
yeah, public school has a direct tie to the government anyway, so all their uniforms are the same and you can buy it anywhere. But our uniform is different. We're basically privately funded anyway. We don't have any ties with the government, so we can do whatever we want. That's why it kind of
Yeah,
show like the shaky leadership that they have. It's like, why do you want to do this again? Why is it a good idea to actually implement these two methods at the same time? It's like they cannot make a decision.
Well, sadly, it's too late now. If they want to implement things like that, they should have just implemented it like years ago.
Well,
I mean, if Madania could pull that off years ago, they could be like differentiable from the other private schools and public schools. Like,
yeah,
yeah, but it's too late. It's too late.
and like their published statement about it. Like, okay, we have this Thursday as a free uniform day because we trust the student that they can actually pick clothing that is, allowed and appropriate for educational wise. I'm just like, seriously? That's your That's your whole idea. It's like,
That's
yeah,
weak.
it's like we trust the student. It's like, what? I'm sorry, what? You didn't trust us before? What are you saying? It's like they thinking we were like animals. It's like, yeah, oh my god, there's no uniform. I'm gonna go there in my boxers. I'm gonna go there with my short skirts. Like, no, we have decency. At least I think we do. We know what to wear in public places. So
Yeah.
it's quite, especially now when you go to uni and you already see it as like a common themes. You go there and everyone wears whatever the fuck they want. Especially in my case, people are wearing tank tops now because it's summer. I'm just like, I don't give a shit. But again, it's Netherlands. Indonesia is quite taboo
Yes,
about
Netherlands.
shit.
Yeah, sadly.
Um, anything else about the layoffs? Anything? Anyone want to say anything?
Yeah, Madania is a cash grab. Yeah, that's it.
Just leave. Just quit.
Well, save that.
Not good anymore.
Any other opinions? Vic,
Yeah.
anything
Well,
to add about the layoffs? Can you justify?
well, they have retarded decisions. That's what I can say.
Let's wrap this up. Let's start from
Let's.
Kenji. You have any closing messages
Well,
for the school?
For Madania, well, if you want to turn things around, you have to do something much bolder, much different than what's the trend right now. Like you should just focus on your roots and what makes Madania this good place, this place that is different from other schools. Like your implementation of the free clothes day, I think, in Thursday is actually good, but you can expand it more. I think that would be a good idea if some news pick that up and just spread around the word that Madania has like a free clothing policy on this day and day and day. Like you could make something different, but if the way you do business right now is will keep if you keep doing it like this, like you keep cutting corners, you keep making changes that no one wants, and you keep being greedy about how much profit you want, then you're gonna be bankrupt since people are not dumb. Like they have options. You know, there's schools like Mentari and other schools that price wise the same as yours, but honestly much better, or at least not on equal parts
At the moment, better than us.
yeah, at the moment. Like you have to step your game up, because if you don't, like people will leave. Like people won't come to your school again.
So,
And
like
yeah,
in a sense, you're saying that now you have the attention. Use that attention to actually show the positive light. Well,
and
that
for this and for the students that are currently here in Madania, at Madania, well,
good luck, bro.
I get it. Like yeah, good luck. I
Try to
guess
survive.
yeah, yeah, maybe I don't know. Like the trend is getting worse. I mean, if Madania is getting worse, or maybe yeah, I just assume Madania won't get bankrupt, but it will get worse. If it gets worse, then probably the next time you have children or family and you want to choose a school, well, don't choose Madania. Well, uh that's
Worst case
my
scenario.
yeah, that's my advice to you.
Alright.
Like there are it's not that Madania is really shit or not, but there are better options out there, I guess, honestly speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Alright.
similar price, similar education.
We got you, bro. We got you.
Yeah. So yeah, just stay strong for the next 3 to 1 year.
Don't keep on going. Relax. We're already
This
at
is a
1
long
hour.
ass final message.
Yeah, that's a long ass message.
Yeah, I'm done. I just
Fake,
need to spit it out.
Fikri,
I'm good.
any messages?
Yeah. Drop out of school, kids.
Any serious messages?
Uh, I don't know, man. I feel like I mean, try to enjoy whatever is the school system has become. Because, like, I guess one thing you can cherish is, like, I don't know. I don't even know what to cherish anymore. In this Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, just yeah, I guess good luck.
Yeah,
I
just
don't
good
know.
luck, bro. Again,
Good
Good
luck.
luck, yeah. I don't know, man. That's my message.
Eran.
Hey,
God.
that'll be like my message for the school. Like, I mean, like at this point, it's kind of like too late. But like, just keep in mind that as internet like grows bigger and technology grows better, reputation keeps being more and more important. Like, just keep that in mind. And for the students, like Madania is like super fucking easy. So just like have fun with it and put in enough effort to go to the school you want. That's like listed in the options.
And just
And like yeah,
run.
enjoy your life.
Yeah. Message from me for the school people. You know, the administration and shit. Just get your shit together, man. Don't be a bad company. Don't be a cash grab. Get rid of the people that want to be a cash grab to save your skins and save your job. And just save your reputation as well. For students, I don't know, man. Good luck, bro. It's getting harder and harder. But yeah, what I kind of agree what Fikri said. Just try to cherish it in a way. Like just see it as you're fighting a big baddie, and the big baddie is the school staffs. So fuck them. That's my
Yeah.
message. And that's that for today, boys. Thank you
Stay
for
in school, don't
listening.
do drugs.
Thank you for everyone that has been here and actually woke up. You know, there's one other guy that was supposed to be here. He woke up late, really late. Let's end it. Thanks for listening. See you next time.
See you
Dadah.
next time. Dadah. Bye.
No homo, no homo.